All right, are you ready to seriously level up your conversational English? In this explainer, we are going to master a phrase that will make you sound so much more natural. Let's just dive right in. So, let me ask you something. Do you ever feel like you're kind of stuck on repeat? Like your English sounds a little bit robotic, a little too much like a textbook. If you find yourself always falling back on, I don't know, then you are in exactly the right place. Because today we're going to swap that standard, boring reply for something with a whole lot more personality. Something that, native speakers use all the time when they are just completely stumped. And that fantastic little phrase is, beats me. It's short, it's punchy, and honestly, it's about to become your new best friend for those moments when you genuinely have no idea what's going on. So, what does it actually mean? Well, at its core, beats me is really just a super informal way of saying, I have no idea. Think of it as a direct, casual replacement for I don't know. But the feeling behind it is where things start to get really interesting. So let's create a mental picture right now. I want you to imagine a question comes flying at you, and it is so tough, so out of left field, that it literally beats you in a contest. You just have to throw your hands up in the air and surrender. That is the exact feeling that beats me captures so perfectly. But why that word beat? It sounds a little aggressive, doesn't it? Well, the origin story here might actually surprise you. It's got nothing to do with fighting. Okay, first things first, let's clear up a really common misconception. We are not talking about hitting somebody or physically defeating them. The root of this phrase is somewhere else entirely. The real origin is actually pretty cool. If you go way back in older English, the verb to beat also meant to surpass something or to go beyond the limits of something. Just think of it as exceeding a boundary. So when you put it all together, saying it beats me is just a shortened way of saying, this question surpasses my knowledge, or this problem is beyond my ability to solve. All of a sudden, it makes total sense, right? Now, knowing what it means is one thing, but knowing when to use it, well, that's what separates a good English speaker from a great one. So let's put beats me head to head with I don't know. I mean, sure, on the surface, they're pretty much synonyms, but in a real conversation, the nuance, that subtle feeling you communicate, is worlds apart. And choosing the right one can completely change the tone of your whole response. Let's break this down. I don't know is neutral. It's factual. It's your basic all-purpose tool for when you just don't have the info. But beats me, that's different. It's way more casual. It suggests you're not just uninformed, you're actually surprised or kind of baffled by the question itself. It means you're totally clueless and you're fine with admitting it. And here is the single most important takeaway. When you say beats me, you're sending this little subtle message that says, I have so little information about this, there is absolutely no point in asking me any more questions. It's a really friendly way to just shut down that line of questioning. Okay, that is enough theory. Let's see how this thing actually sounds out in the wild. We're going to run through a couple of quick, everyday examples so you can hear it for yourself. So, imagine your friend points to some super complicated-looking gadget and asks you this, and you've never ever laid eyes on it before in your life. That is the perfect response. See? It's casual, it's honest, and it perfectly gets across your complete and total lack of knowledge on the topic. All right, here's another one. Someone's looking around for your mutual friend, Tony. You haven't seen the guy all day. You have no idea. Just like that. Simple, quick, super effective. You're not just saying you don't know, you're kind of saying you don't even have a guess of where to start looking. And here's a little pro tip to really sell it. As you say, beats me, try giving a little shrug of your shoulders. That little piece of body language just perfectly complements the phrase and makes you sound even more authentic. Okay, we have covered a lot of ground pretty quickly. So let's do a super fast recap to make sure all these key points are really locked into your brain. So just remember these three keys. First, the meaning. It's just a casual, I have no idea. Second, the feeling. You use it when a question genuinely stumps or surprises you. And third, the effect. You will instantly sound more fluent and way more natural. So the next time somebody hits you with a question that you have absolutely no answer for, what are you going to say? You know what to do. Seriously, don't be afraid to give it a try. The next time you're put on the spot, just relax, give a little shrug, and say it with confidence. Beats me.